Hello guys, welcome back to Cameron's Universal Information. Today we're going to talk about how integration benefited white people more than black people. Okay, how integration benefited white people more than black people is that we want to go into their shops and buy their products and stuff like that. But there was a place called Black Wall Street where, because we weren't allowed to go into the shops, the restaurants, the gyms, etc., we had to create our own restaurants, gyms, barber shops, hair salons, etc. And we became a successful black economy. And that's what we need to do. Because there's no community. You know what you need for a successful community? A school to teach the people, a hospital to save the people, a grocery store to feed the people, and a bank to pay the people, right? Or to having a successful economy. And there's no place in the world, in North America, that has that. We'll say no place in North America. There's none. We might have one or two, but we don't have all four. Nowhere in North America do we have all four. It's all black owned and run. None. We don't have that type. We don't have that mindset. We don't have that mindset anymore because there's when Italian people come to the U.S. What do they do? A little Italy or little Cambodia's even starting to pop up in every major city in America. Guess what there is? Chinatown. Every major city there's a Chinatown. In Toronto, in Canada, there's even a Chinatown. In every major city, there's a Chinatown. And that's what we need to do. We need to turn these black communities into towns. We need to create a black economy so we can build wealth for ourselves instead of building wealth to these white people. I'm sorry. I am not against white people. I just think black people need to wake up and start building wealth for ourselves so we can get ahead. The white people are so far ahead we can't even see them. I'm passing them. Personally, I think I'm going to pass them because I am preparing myself now. Every single day, I'm preparing myself to become a billionaire, become a trillionaire. When I become a trillionaire, I'm just not going to be keeping my money to myself. I'm going to be helping black people, starting companies, creating jobs, and I will become a billionaire or a millionaire. I want to. You don't know how bad I want to. I want to help black people. I want to secure my future first, then I will help secure black people. And the thing about it is that that's all we need to do is create jobs for black people. Create jobs for our people. That's all we need to do. I'm not saying white people need to do that. I'm saying black people. We need to create jobs because we don't do that. When any other culture can come to the U.S. or Canada and create a little whatever they're from, a little India, a little Cambodia, a little Chinatown, whatever you want to call it, a little Haiti. There's even a little Haiti. And they can come there and make a little place for themselves, but we can't do that as black people, and we've been there way longer. Come on, now we need to turn these black communities into self-sustaining black economies. We need a teacher. We need schools to save the people. To teach the people. Hospitals to save the people. Grocery stores to feed the people. And then we need banks to pay the people. That's all we need for our communities. Schools, hospitals, grocery stores, and banks. That's all we need. And no place in North America has all four to have a black and self-sustaining economy. No place in the world. And we should be doing that. There's no place in the world. People like EYL should be trying to do this. Dr. Umar Johnson's created schools. He has made one school. Now I don't know how far if he's actually making a school or it's a scam, but his information, I won't lie with you, is good. I don't say take everything from him, but you should at least listen to him with an open mindset, because when somebody, if you talk about, say, Dr. Umar Johnson to a black person, and they will immediately say, I don't like him. But that's closed mindset. That's what my dad said to me, because I used to be like that. If I didn't like somebody, I didn't listen to anything they had to say. But my dad said, even a fool's got something to teach. So you have to have an open mindset all the time. It doesn't matter what it is, but you have an open mindset towards everything, because having an open mindset can open up doors that other things can't take you. He said, and one thing is, manners will take you where money can't. That's what all he said. You will attract more bees with honey than vinegar. That's what he always says. You got to be in this world. You got to be versatile. You got to be ready. You got to be on your feet. And black people are sitting down. I'm sorry. Our people have been enslaved for 400 years. And slavery has not gone away. Racism has not gone away. Slavery goes. What are you talking about, Cameron? Slavery's gone away. I don't see no black people working on the plantation. Slavery has been changed. You see, most of the people in jail are black, and sometimes black people are going to jail for the wrong reasons. Man, you see what happened to George Floyd? Even though if he had the bills, but even if he had counterfeit bills, there was no need to put your knee on his neck like that. There's no need for that. There's no need. But it's so in this society today, it's so okay to kill a black person, but as soon as you kill a white person, a white person dies. Oh, you lose your little bit of marbles. But you can kill a black person and not even think about it twice. And that's wrong because I'm black. I could walk outside and get killed, and people wouldn't even look at me twice. That is the problem. You can't talk in these rap songs. You can talk about killing millions of black people, but you can't say, oh, I'm gonna kill this Jew. I have nothing against Jews, but you can't say I'm gonna kill this Jew. Or you can't say I'm gonna kill this LGBTQ person. Just like what happened to Dave Chappelle. That was what he did. Was basically he was saying you can talk about killing a black person, but as soon as I say something about LGBTQ, instantly canceled. You don't even have nothing to say. That is messed up. How can you say he's making jokes about LGBTQ person, but as soon as he'll say something about a black person, though people will not even hear what he said about the black person. They'll start laughing. But LGBTQ, upset, canceled. You labeled it all these things. You shouldn't be able to do that in this day and age. A lot of people think there is no such thing as modern day slavery or modern day racism. There's racism everywhere in this day, and there's a lot of things people do that are racist, but they don't know. That are racist. And I'm not going to say what because it's too much controversy, but I'm just saying black people have it very hard in this world. It's not easy for black people. Black people, it's all, you got to maneuver your way through the system, find every cheat code you can that is still legal to their rules, but you got to use their rules to your advantage. That's what you got to do. You got a mindset that you can get through the system without getting caught. I'm not saying go sell drugs, but I'm saying you need to start a business. On my next episode, I'm going to talk about shorting, and I'm going to talk about how mortgages can benefit you. Why rich people have more than one mortgage, and I'm saying black people, this is what you need to do. No, I'm not saying whenever I say you should have a bunch of debt, you shouldn't have a bunch of debt. If you're making $20,000 and you have to pay $10,000 in debt. And what happens if you can't make $20,000 every month? It's not an assured thing. That's why rich people do that. If they can't be making this money, they're gonna get paid their debt off, and then once they can figure out how to do it again, they can regain their debt and do the whole thing over again. Right? I'm trying to be smarter, man. I'm not smart. I'm trying to think outside the box at all times. I'm trying to think outside the box always. I want to be the smartest person in the room. And the one thing I always knew, or I read online, was if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. And I saw something on Instagram, and it wasn't towards black people, but I'm just going to share it anyways because I can. Oh, hold on. It says, the forest was shrinking, but trees kept voting for the axe. The forest was shrinking, but the trees kept voting for the axe. For the axe was clever and convinced the trees that because his handle was made of wood, he was one of them. And that's what it basically says. It's not forward towards black people. That's how I took it. That's what I thought of. Because these politicians will do us dirty did us dirty for so long, but we'll turn around and vote for him. That's the same thing. Basically, in what that poem or whatever it is saying, I don't even know what it's for, but he's basically saying because the handle of the axe is made of wood, the trees are convinced he's one of them. And that's what happens every single time. Every single time. The politicians need our votes, and we go ahead and give it to them, and they haven't done nothing for us. Obama did nothing for us. He went to war for LGBTQ as soon as he got in the office. He might have did a couple of things for black people, but he did nothing major. He was a black president. I'm sorry. He didn't do anything. I support Obama. Good for him. The first black president ever. Good for him. I support him. But he should have did something for black people, because when they killed Martin Luther King, they said they will never let the black agenda be first ever. Now, if you don't believe me, go watch Dr. Umar Johnson talk about that. And you can say, oh, like Dr. Umar Johnson. Dr. Umar Johnson has good stuff to say. You just have to have an open mindset. You don't have to agree with everything he says, but at least take in some of the information. All right. That's all I got to say. Integration event. My opinion is integration event. Well, it's actually a fact. Integration benefited white people more than black people, because our money. They said our money is the same. And why shouldn't we let them come in our shops and spend up their money and build us wealth when they for no reason? We were fools when we did that. Went in there and buying up their stuff in the shops. We could have been making black people rich. And I've got nothing wrong with white people. I have nothing against them. But the thing about is, black people are so far behind. It's not funny. The wealth gap in America is crazy. We are shrinking. The people at the percentage of black people in America is shrinking. And eventually, black people may not exist ever in this world. And we are the original child of the original ancestors in Africa. And I'm going to say, this is a fact. The first Europeans, all Europeans, if you come from Europe, you're still black. Because the first Europeans ever were called the Galdemalians from Africa. And I don't know where in Africa. I think I know, but I don't want to be wrong. All right, this is all I got to say for today. Hopefully you guys are going to have a good day, and peace out.